Hello everyone, this is Jagtar Shergill, insurance broker in Ontario. So today I'm going to discuss some of your questions, actually answering your questions regarding auto insurance and home insurance. So first of all, auto insurance. A lot of new drivers or people who have a record with accidents or tickets are paying high insurance premium in Toronto area in the GTA. They call me to ask one question: how about if I change the address to a different city far away from Toronto? The answer is no, don't do that, because when you change the address just for getting better rates for insurance while you're not living in that area, is fraud, and your policy will be cancelled for misrepresentation, and claim will be denied. And a lot of times it happened because I seen it with my experience. People did uh, change the address, then they came to get insurance, and when we see that they have misrepresentation, the many times the answer was that either it was a fraud or kind of address change where they were not living, and they got insurance. So it's very expensive idea to get the insurance from different address where you are not living. Even in the same city, it happens to one of my client. They were in the same city, just for mailing purposes they give them work address compared to the home address. So when Aviva insurance company found out that address is commercial, so they investigate and they found out that that's the case. So policy was cancelled, and all those premiums for over a year paid was returned, and policy was null and void, that it never happened. So, and there was no claim paid either for the injuries. So it is a so my suggestion is, do not put the fraudulent address where you're not living. And second question is, when some people ask if I can get the insurance under somebody else's name and I buy the car and they can be the driver. That's also a very tricky question, because if the other person who has already has car and they are insured and driving as a principal driver, and even if you put that driver into your policy, but because that driver already has a car and driving, so this car has to be driven by you in for insurance purposes. So you will be the principal driver even if you put a experienced driver who already have insurance and car, unless that driver not owning the car at this moment, so has no insurance and no other car, so then it can be a different situation. So but try to get the insurance under your own name if you are driving, and you should be the principal driver. Yes, it will cost based on your driving record. If you're a new driver, might be costing more, or if you have accidents or tickets, but that's the right way to do it. Do the insurance under your name when you have your car under your name, and it's a short-term pain for long-term gain. So in the overall, in the long run, you will have your better insurance record and get much better insurance, because when we pull the insurance history, we can go up to 20 years, even more these days, to see where were you insured before and who were the drivers in your policy, and when did you cancel it, and any claims, or what kind of insurance you had, when did you bought the car. So all these things stays in your record. So I'll tell you one thing more, that in insurance history we can go up to 25 years, 26 years, since the records start getting together on the internet. even in bankruptcy or other financial matters, after 6 7 years your history is gone, and after 3 years your tickets are gone, but insurance history stays for a long time. So do not ruin your insurance history. It's very very important. And when you have an even old car, many people say that, oh, my car didn't worth much, maybe $1,000 or maybe 5,000 or $500, so I give somebody to drive, or they borrowed for me to drive. So when you are giving your car to somebody to drive, or they borrow your car, so you're not giving them your car only, you are giving them your insurance policy, because if they have an accident on your car, that will be on your policy and your insurance will go up if the other person do not have their own car on their own insurance. So many times people who borrow the car, they don't have their insurance and car, so that's very very expensive idea to give somebody a car. Better, if you have time, give them a ride, drop them off, than giving your car. So it's very heartless advice, but this is the true advice actually. So, and what's the other question? Yeah, other question is that some people ask me, how about if I put my son or daughter into the policy, will the insurance be cheaper that way, or if they buy their own insurance, and how we can do that? First of all, if you want to put your son or daughter into your policy and their car, so their car has to be under you or your spouse name. If the car is under your son or daughter's name, then they have to buy the new policy under their own name, and but then it will be their own policy. They will not get multi policy discount, because you might have a home insurance with it, and they might not get a multi vehicle discount. There are some companies who do that. We have a couple companies, uh, uh, um, travelers insurance company gives discount if the family member have the insurance with same company, but many companies do not give multi policy or multi vehicle discount. So when the child or your son and daughter get their own insurance, so their insurance is about 20 to 30% more expensive than if you put their car under your name, and they are additional driver and additional car in the policy, so that's much much cheaper. Disadvantage in doing that is that when they have a claim, that claim will be on your policy. So sometimes there's a one policy going on in the family, that 2 3 vehicles, sometimes 4 vehicles, 4 5 drivers in the policy, and it running from last 10 years or 7 8 years or 15 years. And when we pull the insurance history, it shows almost 7 or 8 claims, because somebody has a windshield claim, somebody have fender bender, somebody have a theft claim, and injury claims. It looks very very bad once we pull the history, even though there's so many drivers and cars, but still because of one policy, the claims shows too much. So then it's hard for the policyholder to get the new policy once they start looking for it, even though they say it's not my claim, it's my son's claim or my brother's claim or my wife's claim or husband's, vice versa. So it's that's the thing. So now I said I will have some question about regarding home insurance too. Yeah, home insurance, many people say when we do the insurance code, they compare with their neighbor or their friends in the same city or different city. So that's uh, not true. Like, if don't compare with your friend or neighbor, because every house has different topography and different structure. So based on that, the insurance is based for home insurance, plus it's also based on your credit history. When we do home insurance, there is soft check automatically done by the quoting companies. So if you have a bad credit, the insurance might be a little bit higher than the normal. So we do soft credit check. It's automatic. And second thing is that is claims history. If you might have a claim on the property or other person do not have claim. And and home insurance is the one is the basic policy, another there's optional insurance for water damage coverages. These days there is more claims for water damage than the fire claims. Mostly before, previously when I started insurance in 2003, that time the insurance for home for 2000 square feet or 2500 square feet was around $500 per year, or maximum 600 to 650, like about $50 per month average. If somebody got insurance $55 per month, next year they were calling me this, Paji, insurance went up, or so. But these days insurance is almost equal to home insurance is almost equal to car insurance. $1,500 is more common. The reason is that water damage coverages. Some of the brokers put the water damage coverage optional. First they give the quote, then they ask you to put those overland water or groundwater coverages. And if you say no, you don't want it, so that premium is off. So make sure when you get the policy or compare with your friends or family members or somebody else, compare the coverages, because you do not want to delete the water damage coverages where the claims are coming the most. Due to climate change, there are floods in the areas where there was never a flood in last 50-60 years, or never happened before. And sometimes sudden storms come, rain sometimes fall in 1 hour so much in the area, more than a year's amount of rain. So that's why it's very important to make sure you get all the coverages in home insurance, because homes in greater Toronto areas are worth average about $1 million, and you don't want to cheap on home insurance to protect your home. Get a proper coverage, even if you have to pay $20 or $30 more per month. I know it's inflation is very high, expenses are high these days, but still you want to protect your property and do not want to get cheap insurance. So that's my next question also from the clients or from people, from my prospects. They said, Paji, give me some cheap insurance. So don't look for cheap insurance. Look for best insurance which covers your property, your home, your rental property, and your cars as well, because you are driving it. There is lots of injury benefits there in it. And even though I don't recommend people or to go for injury claims unnecessarily, unless your family doctor advise you to do so. So be aware from those some people who just want to make money out of you from your auto insurance for injury claims, because those claims does show on your insurance history. Sometimes people, the insurance history, their claims up to $40,000 or $50,000 on your history, even when you only got in your pocket maybe $10,000 for your car, or maybe a couple $1,000 for your injuries. But there's so many fees for us service providers, and once they see that it's a claim coming from insurance company paying it, so same thing which you can do it within $1,000, that those service providers, garage people or some other people, and therapies, they charge 4 to 5 times more, $5,000 or even $10,000. So just be aware. It's your policy, it's your insurance, it's your record. So do not let anybody take advantage of it. It's not a free thing that anybody, here's my policy and give me some claim or fix my car or fix my home, and then they charge so much money, and which shows on your record. And based on that, a lot of insurance companies decide to give you insurance or not. So So these were some of the questions I answered today. So in the next video, I will answer more questions. But if you have any question or you want to get a proper insurance for auto and home, give me a call, Jagtar Shergill at 416-831-0215 or Jagtar at ableinsurance.ca, Jagtar at able, able insurance, insurance. So able insurance is one word, .ca. So Jagtar at ableinsurance.ca, 416-831-0215. So thank you very much for watching the video, and share it with other people. Subscribe to my channel, and put the comment below. Thanks for watching, and be safe on the road, and have a wonderful day, and I will see you or talk to you in the next video. Thanks. Bye-bye.